Hello, I am the Crazy M80, and welcome to another edition of How to Drive on NASCAR Heat 5. Today we are at Bristol Motor Speedway, the last great Coliseum, taking a few laps here in the Richard Petty Motorsports number 43 test car. We're going to do a few laps just with a few tips and tricks on how I like to get around this place. And then we'll go into the setup and see what it takes. This is a good long run setup. I feel like it gives you really good consistency throughout the entirety of the run. As well as pretty fast, as you can see, running at 15.375, but when you follow the tips that I have, you'll find that it's real easy on tire wear. You got good versatility in the lines that you can run as well, as far as you can run the high line, you can run the low line, you can run the middle, which seems to be the fastest, but anyway. One of my keys to getting around this place consistently with this setup that keeps your tire wear down and keeps it easy to control is when you get on the throttle to make sure you roll onto the throttle. The setup is good, especially in the first few laps. You can flat foot it in the middle of the corner, but I even find that even though I'm able to, I actually run faster and more consistent lap times. And it takes me about 2 seconds to go from 0% throttle to 100% throttle. So you'll even hear it as I go in here, 0, 1, 2, and now I'm full throttle. Do that again around this side. Off, 1,000, 2, 1,000 full throttle. And because as soon as you get the full throttle, it really helps the car pivot. And meanwhile, you're just trying to help keep the momentum and keep that forward bike down through the center of the corner. So I run those good fast laps. Now, brake pedal, again, dragging the brake just a little bit. As soon as I let off, I am barely putting any pressure on it here, maybe like 2% brake input. But I'm doing that until I start to roll back onto the throttle, definitely doing some trail braking. So I'm on the brake, off, just let it roll just a little bit. It kind of helps the front end take it set, keeps the rear end planted. I'm doing a lot of talking right now, so my lap times are kind of going down. But, so again, roll on the throttle, drag the brake just a little bit, just enough to help keep the nose set, help that good weight transfer here as you go through the corner. And now we'll see here as we continue to advance and run some laps here without talking. Let's see if I can continue to have a good selection, maybe in some low fives, even now that the tires are going a little bit. But I am on 2 times wear right now for this test session. Get to lap 20 here in this one. We'll call it good. See if we can't Kyle Larson this and get a good lap. Nope. Alright. We're going to go into the setup here, but yeah, as you can see, some pretty decent laps. I mean, looks like about 7 of the first 10 laps are all below the goal time there of 15.5 seconds, and still getting some really good consistent lap times as we go throughout the entirety of the run. So let's go ahead and go over to the setup. I'll go ahead and let this run here for a little bit. You see it is a 3-gear setup. Pretty straightforward here as far as, you know, really stiff spring rates in the front. The shock settings are pretty typical for what you find on most fast setups. For me personally, I have found that having the wheel locked down really low allows me to turn the wheel a substantial amount, but it gives me a lot of forgiveness as well when I have a low amount of steering wheel lock. I can move the wheel back and forth a lot, and it's really forgiving. So play around with that for whatever your preference is. Steering and offset, again, kind of the same thing. Yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Please hit that subscribe button, hit a like button, comment down below if you want to see any other tracks or if you have any questions on this, and look forward to seeing you on the track.